Algebra 1, last lesson of the year. An easy one, permutations and combinations. So, a permutation, it is something that has order, okay? Which means that it is arranged. So there's some sort of an arrangement with a permutation. Okay, a combination, not arranged. There's no order. So basically, combination is kind of random. Permutation would be like if you're lining up 5 people from tallest to shortest. How many different ways could you do that? You're arranging alphabetical books on a shelf. You want to choose one. How can you do that? Combination is just random. I have 20 people. I select 3. That's a combination. Okay, permutations can be written as in PR. Combinations are in CR. The N stands for your total number of people, or N is total number. The R is how many you choose. How you choose. Same thing goes there. Okay, N is total number of people, or total number of whatever. R is how you choose. There's another little thing that goes with permutation. It's called a factorial. You will hear me use factorial. Okay, so if I wanted to arrange 5 people in order, so I want to arrange 5 people. A singular unit. I'm not choosing any people, I'm just arranging them. I would write that as 5 factorial, which is the same thing as what factorial means is you take the very first number and you multiply it to each preceding number until you get to 1. So that would be 20. 20 times 3 is 60. 60 times 2 is 120. That means I could arrange those 120 different ways. Okay, so this is a nice little thing, factorial. So let's say I had 10 factorial. I would take 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That would be how many ways I could arrange something. Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do is some of these on calculators. Now, I know a lot of you don't have the fancy calculator, and that's no problem. You don't need a fancy calculator to do them. Almost all scientific calculators have the probability. Okay, have a probability button. So, let's say I wanted to find 5p3. So I want to find 5p3. So on my calculator, some of you guys will have a PRB button or a probability button. So this calculator has PRB. And if you guys have these fancy calculators, all I did is I hit math. I went over to, there's PRB. Okay, there's NPR, NCR, and look at that. There's factorial. Okay, so I'm going to go second quit. How I enter this in here. Okay, I type my very first number first. So I do 5. Then I go back to my math, move my cursor over to probability, down to NPR, hit enter. How many am I choosing? I'm choosing 3. Enter. This right here would be 60 ways. And some of you guys have just those regular old calculators. Look for the probability button. It'll go the same way. Okay, so now remember what I said, 10 factorial. So I'm going to enter that in here. So 10, clear. 10, go into math, prob, factorial. Look at that. That means that I have 3,628,800 different ways to arrange when I'm dealing with 10 different people. Okay? Pretty cool way to find that. Pretty cool way to find that. Combination, doing the same thing. Let's say I had 10, choose 5. Okay, so I do the same thing here. 10, I go to my probability, down to NCR, choose 5. Enter. So this would be 252. So that's what I want you to do today. I want you to look at your calculators, try to figure out how to find that probability, find that NPR, that NCR, work around it, do the example problems I did, see if you come up with the exact same numbers, and then do the worksheets. And on the worksheets, I will not have you do problems 1 through 4 on each one of them. Okay, just start with some of the calculator stuff. And I'll clarify it a little bit more in your Google Classrooms. So there is permutations and combinations. Now you've seen a factorial. Okay, so you'll know what that exclamation point is. Okay, be thinking when you guys hit Algebra 2. And start checking out pawn shops, garage sales this summer. Start looking towards purchasing one of these little guys. Okay, because in the future, especially in Algebra 2, you're going to need it. I do have some. I do have this one here as mine. So I keep people lend it out. I just don't let them take it home. So, start looking towards purchasing one of these. It's a good calculator. Does everything, and it'll save a lot of time, especially when we get to Algebra 2. Okay, and that's when you get Algebra 2. You don't need it for geometry, so you won't need it next year, but you will probably more than likely need it for Algebra 2. So that it's just something that's just useful. But look at pawn shops. Okay, don't go out and just spend a fortune on it, but look at pawn shops. This will be used in every single one of your math classes after Algebra 2 into your college math. Your college classes are going to want you to have one of these as well. So again, start looking at that and think about purchasing one of those, and then take very, very good care of it. They're expensive, so you got to take very good care of it. So there it is, permutations and combinations.